What a lovely day for Blood Bowl. Here we are again with the Royal Brutes, facing off some defense. And we get, speaking of defense, unfortunately this is a pretty well developed Undead. I was kind of surprised. Let's see if we can't, we're going to get away from the mummies at least. I'm going to be by the guard mummy out of preference. It's also very laggy, so I'm not quite sure what's going on with that. Gonna group up here because I have a feeling that one's gonna want to. Yeah, I think that's the best we can do. Jeez, I don't know if it's on my end or something. Oof. It's really having to think about it. Hopefully it'll get better as time goes along. So yeah, the goal for this match is to earn enough money to buy an apothecary. And I got to talking a little bit last time about the difference between league play, like the OCC, or matchmaking, which is what we're doing now. Matchmaking just pairs you up with random people, and it's nice for a quick match, except that you fall prey to a lot of things like min-maxing and a lot of unfortunate stuff that makes the game less fun. A league is much more desirable because it's often you get bad coaches weeded out, and it's once a week, so it's not a whole lot of time pressure. And I think, oh yeah, there we go. A little dance. He gets it. Okay, that's probably going to be the first injury of the match. I got my roots in BB Tactics Crunch Cup. Yeah. Badly hurt though, not bad. And that was a great place to start. It was really easy to get into and everything. But the downside was that it was more sporadic and not as persistent as the OCC is. What the OCC... Oh, what's he doing here? Oh, it's his guard ghoul. Yeah, really interesting team. Guard ghoul, block mummy, which you don't usually see. But the OCC is persistent, so from season to season you know exactly where your team is going, depending on how you did last season. Yeah, he got that too. This is going to be a little nerve-wracking playing without apothecaries with the two Mighty Blow on the field, especially since one has block. Yeah, okay, great. Thanks, Skullcoming. And because that piece has guard, he'll be able to roll against this ogre as well. The queen. How dare you lay hands on the queen? Excellent. Yeah, I was surprised that this team was valued as low as it was. It's valued at 1090 and we're at 1000 even. But that's probably because they only have 2 rerolls on them instead of 3. Or in our case, 4. You really need 4 for a team like this unless you're playing on the edge. Interesting. So we'll be able to hit the mummy next turn, which is nice. Okay. I only had enough inducements to get a babe, which, you know, have to live with it. Let's see. If we follow up, or if we don't follow up, the block mummy will be able to hit the Duke of Brute after they take down Baron von Bruten. So I am gonna follow. Gonna dodge away. Come here, I guess. Give him some backup. Okay, well, not looking too good, but what can you do? Yeah, these first few games are going to be pretty brutal, especially if it keeps going at a pace like this. Anyway, these first few games are going to be pretty brutal. Ha 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 ha. I don't know what's up with the connection though. Hopefully that's on his end. I'm surprised he didn't block with some of his other guys. I'm supposed he wanted to use the Mighty Blow. Block with some of his other guys and then blitz with his mummy. But he's probably going to want to blitz a Snot. I think that's what's going to happen. Yeah, okay. Hang in there, Squire. Really teaming up on him. Alright. More? Okay. If you insist. Mm-hmm. Take your pick. They don't have any bench though, which is nice. Okay, so unless he gangs up more, we'll be able to hit the ghoul next turn. That's smart. Tying up an ogre with a zombie. Yep, and he moved a white over there as well. Alrighty then. We'll at least be able to hit the mummy again, if the zombie ever makes up his mind what to do. There we go. I think we'll be able to get enough snot assists on the white though, and then that'll help with the ghoul. It's probably a good place to be, since I can't really do anything about it over there. And instead of blocking, I'm gonna blitz with him first, just to get him back on his feet. And because, have a better chance of breaking armor 8 instead of armor 9. I'm gonna re-roll that. I want a chance to hit this mummy. If it lets me. It might not. I wonder if we're just gonna outright lose. Oh, okay, double ones. Yay, everyone's favorite. More double ones? Is he just gonna fall flat in his face? No, yay! Yep, there it is. Double ones and a KO. Poor guy. Chef. It would be great if he scored right away, because then we would get to line up and punch him things. But I doubt he's gonna do it. Of course, now he gets free wax at my snots. And I'll be able to gang up on King Brutus as well. I'm gonna inch closer to the ghoul. Just because there'll be an outside chance that we could blitz him and take him down. An outside chance. But a chance. Okay, the outside chance has become a long shot. It's probably it's probably somewhere in China right now. Because it's far away. That was the joke. I'm sorry. Oh, dearie dear. Oh, here comes the mummy. He's gonna have to make a go for it, but no, he gets the POW. He gets the POW anyway. Why not? Why not? Yeah, so relating to the leagues and everything, part of what you'll find over at the OCC, Coca-Cola League, is the PID Pad Challenge, or PPC, because they love their abbreviations. What that is that you take each race and you play 25 games with them, and then once you're done with that, you play 50 games with them. As you can imagine, it's quite time-consuming and quite frustrating. There's another injury. Okay, and that's going to be, unfortunately, the last we see of Cobbler. Because, yeah, no point in keeping a hobbled snotling. And the mummy gets a down, of course. Back to the PID Pad Challenge. I've gotten there with a couple of races, you know, Orc, of course, and your pretty standard ones. But I haven't gotten there with a lot of races like this. So that's part of what I've been doing. It's also that there are a couple of races that I got really frustrated with and threw in the towel, so those games didn't really count. So part of why I'm going to be sticking around even through the really awful games is to make the PID Pad Challenge count. Now, I don't know if I'm going to see it all the way through, but it's you know, certainly worth a shot. Now, what I might do is I might try a kamikaze blitz. Let the cards fall where they may. Because I have a feeling he might just burn out the rest of the half like this and whittle down our snots. I know I would. So, at least the second half is going to go quickly. There's also an outside chance that he'll disconnect and we'll get a free match. That would count, right? Right? I'm gonna push this mummy away so that we can get both, if not both of these ogres back in play. So if we dodged away, it'd be 3, and we would need to get both downs or pows, a mixture of that, for it to do anything. So I think I'm not gonna do that. Instead, I'm just gonna come over here and kind of block his way as much as 2 snotlings can on their own. It'd be very easy to go around them. One thing that's nice about snotlings is that their titchy and stunty skills combined to make it really easy to get through tackle zones. So if you need an assist in a bizarre place, it's great for surfing people. Snotlings are great for that. Not too great for anything else besides fouling, which we haven't even seen yet. But we'll get there. Oh, we saw it in the first game, so that's good. I guess I should explain that too. Fouling is an allowed move, but it's technically illegal within the world of Blood Bowl. What'll happen is that sometimes, yay, he gets to use his dodge skill. Oh, or not. Or not. A foul is essentially something that you would do in between turns or at the end of turn because it's risky. And essentially it's kicking a player while they're down, which doesn't get you any SPP, but it could get a player off the pitch. That's been harder to, because if you do a gang foul, it's much easier to hurt them off. The risk involved is that if the referee notices, which is on an armor roll of a double, so you have to beat the armor, but if it's 5 and 5, then the player gets sent off and your turn ends immediately, and then that player can't come back for the rest of the match. So it's another whole risk reward. I love the layers of risk reward. In every Blood Bowl player, there's a little bit of a gambler. I'm just happy I'm not doing it with money. And it looks like this guy is definitely going to be winding out the clock for the rest of the half while trying to clear the pitch. So stay tuned for that. Especially in the exciting world of no apothecaries, we may very well lose an ogre, which would be wonderful at this point of development. And he's passed it on to his guard ghoul. Oh, and he's going to score, which is awesome. And which makes sense. You want to level up that precious piece. Ghouls can't usually get guard. Guard lets you give assist when you're in someone else's tackle zone. And so you need that. When you level up, you roll 2 dice. And if you roll double, you get a skill you don't usually get, which in this case he chose guard. The risky thing is that he doesn't have block for more protection. So his lifespan could be ended before he gets to use guard that much. And we got 3 snots back, which is great. Game's not over yet. It'd be it'd be fun, since the connection isn't that great, if we had no players, and so the turns would just come one right after each other. Hopefully he'll get his players off the line so that we have a better chance of beating them up. If he keeps it like this, and it looks like he... Oh, no. I would have a much harder time despite having all strength 5 guys, but luckily it looks like... So yeah, I still want the ogres to earn their SPP through blood. I'm not going to have them try to score yet. Might do that the second half, since we'll have a lot more time. But for now, I'm going to leave that to the snots. That's great. Far back, but it's still great. I'll send Squire back to try and get it. And he does, wonderful. So we'll go ahead and get him moving forward. I'm sure he put the ghouls on the end there so that they could charge after him and try to take him down. Now, normally I would really try to get 3 die blocks for Strength 5 guys. Yeah, oh yes! Yes! King Brutus got his 3rd injury for a level up. Really looking forward to that after the match. But I was saying, normally I would try to get 3 die blocks for 4 blocks for my big guys, but in this case, since the team is pretty sparse, hopefully they can handle on it. Wonderful. Now this is this is what an ogre match is supposed to look like, with really just a massacre on both ends. Luckily, it's finally happening for us now and not just for them. And since we successfully got all 3 zombies down, we'll be able to blitz with our last ogre, Baron von Bruten. And we managed to injure every zombie on the line. I love that, and it was to lesser degrees each time, which is great. Now, we probably won't get this guy down because he has dodge, but he's our best target right now. Grave Gobbler. Okay, well, just a shove for Grave Gobbler. Not gonna follow him up because he could easily gang up and fight back. So, I'm gonna end there with, see, he's gonna be able to blitz, but he'll at least have to make a go for it. So, I'm going to leave it there, and hopefully we'll fight back against that Blix next turn, and also get some more interest. Really interesting that he didn't blitz. He just kind of stuck a ghoul there. Oh, okay. He wanted to blitz an ogre. I mean, it makes sense. Oh god. Oh, it really made sense. I mean, I suppose it was bound to happen eventually. I'm so glad I was just badly hurt. But I'm surprised he wasn't thirsty enough for the ball to go over my snotlings. I assume he thinks he's going to be able to stop the snotlings one way or another, which he probably will. Especially now that we only have 3 ogres on the field. And it looks like he's giving us a mummy. Oh yeah, you're welcome for helping you level up your mummy. Yeah, the other thing about an open league like Nagaroth, which is for matchmaking like I'm playing in, is that people often don't name their players, which I think is the saddest thing. Because that's one of the most fun things about Blood Bowl, is getting attached to your players and having them build an identity through different skills. That's one of my favorite things about Blood Bowl, and people just don't do it sometimes. No offense if you do. Obviously, people play the game for different reasons. Now, what I think we're going to do is we're going to get a 2 die block on this ghoul. And then we're going to get a 3 die block, which I didn't explain. So, when you beat Strength 5 to 4, 4 to 3, through assists or through plain Strength, you get 2 die block. When you take an opponent's Strength and double it, and then add 1, so if the opposing player's Strength is 3, you would need 7. So a 5 strength piece would need 2 assists. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get 2 assists for the ghoul on the right there. And we're going to blitz him. We're going to blitz... Hey, stun, yay. Spine Ravager. Good old Spine Ravager. Just like his mom named him. So, yeah, we'll be able to do it fine. And just for safety's sake, I am going to preemptively move Squire there. He'll be very, very easily blitzed, but at this point, it's the best I can do. Let's see, we can move... let's go ahead and blitz first. I probably should have done the both down there, but now he'll be a little safer. What I'm gonna do is touch these two guys so that they'll have a harder time with blitzing Squire. We'll get through this game eventually. It's just gonna take twice as long as normal. Oh. He regened. Undead teams, instead of an apothecary that heals one player per game, they have regen, which is a 50-50 shot to completely shrug off the injury. That's why I love playing undead teams. That's the team I play in the OCC, and will probably continue to play for a very long time. The other two besides Undead that have regen are Necromantic and Khemri, which have their own strengths and weaknesses that we won't go into now. But I thought we at least thinned out their numbers a little, but he's just off for the drive. So for now. And looks like he's gonna... Okay. Wonderful. We might still have players by the end of this, we'll see. What I might do... Oh, he's not gonna... Oh yeah, he's just gonna go around the long way. And he gets it. Doesn't get the catch because of the tackle zone and a plain old 1. Doesn't reroll it either. Excellent. What I might do is gang up on the ghoul, pick it up, and throw the snot. Or... Okay, great. Yeah, I'm gonna go into the ball, since there is an outside chance one of my snots could catch it, and then we wouldn't have to pick it up next turn. Okay. So what I think I'm going to do is put these two guys around for safety. Okay, well, I'll at least... yeah, we're gonna do it. Okay. We're gonna first do this. No dice. Huh, no dice. Ha ha ha. Yeah, what we're gonna do is blitz this guy. And then Peasant is going to try to pick it up. Oh, well, didn't have the assist I thought I had, of course. So let's give him a shove. And then we'll go stand by the ball to help when this pickup fails and it spills somewhere. Let's see. 6, 7, 8. We have 3 rerolls, might as well. And we get it. Okay. I think this is the safest place right now. So the goal is to throw him next turn if he somehow survives. Because right now anyone can blitz him, including the mummy, with block, and and get him down pretty darn easily. So that's... Alright, he saw the reroll, so if he gets it. But if he didn't get it, he still would have been able to get it. Just a stun, which is nice. So the problem is that I haven't done it yet. But once you throw a Snotling, if they haven't moved that turn, then they can move once you throw them. But if they have moved, then they can only stay where they land. Now, there's other risks involved with throwing a Snotling, including the landing. It's a very low risk percentage thing. I wish it were higher because then it'd be a lot more fun. And I'm pretty sure tackle zones affect the thrower, which I'm sure is why he's ganging up on this guy. Alright. We're gonna go this way. Another stun. So there's one tackle zone on the ball. There's a bunch of tackle zones everywhere, and we have 2 turns left. Oh, he doesn't get the pickup though. Doesn't re-roll it either. I'm kind of surprised. So we have 2 overs on the pitch and 3 Snotlings. Things are looking up. Maybe we should... Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go like that. Maybe. We'll see what it thinks. Yes, excellent. This guy. So that we can get another tackle zone on the ball. And also an opposing tackle zone off the ball. And then Wench is going to go through all of those tackle zones, pick up in 2 tackle zones, and then get thrown by the Duke of Brute. Are you ready for this? 'Cause it's definitely going to happen. Okay, not bad. That was mostly titchy and stunty working, but, you know, same difference. Okay, so they have 1 turn to get the ball down the field. I'm gonna scatter it. Because why not? Ooh, I like that. I like that. I like that a lot. That I don't like as much. No. Okay, so I don't think he's going to be able to get the ball, which means that it will be a 1-point game, which means we might be able to get a tie. Yeah, he's going to blitz. And he doesn't get it. He might re-roll it. He's thinking about it. And he still doesn't get it. Okay. Do I go next to it? Do I scatter it again? I'm going to scatter it again. Let's see what happens. Okay. Alright. So, what we need to do... Well, that's not good. Don't do that. You don't need to do that. Okay, you need to do that. Fine. Be nice to the king. Hail to the king. Okay? And don't touch the king. Take your pick. Yay! Okay. We're gonna head this way. So, there is still... there is an outside chance. Okay, interesting. Also interesting. Yay! Hurt him. Hurt him. Kill him. Maim him. Tear him to pieces. So right now, that's a whole bunch of no. Just a whole bunch of no. So what we would have to do is he would have to get the ball somehow. Just pick it up with it. He would have to get a natural 6. Then hand it off to him. He would have to throw him and then sprint down the field. So what we have to do to help that out is to chain push the ball which means we need to have him there to get those tackle zones away. And then we're gonna... Okay, that's a 1-die blitz. Oh, but we can go like this and get another one of... So is this the guard? Yeah. So if we can finally do that. So we're gonna hope the ball scatter works well. That's what we're gonna hope. Keeping the dream alive. No, go the other way. Go the... Oh. Okay. Alright. Yeah, we're gonna pick it up. Hand it off to him. Holy cow. Throw him! It's the first throw. Here we go. And yeah, that's about as well as I thought it was going to go, but nearly. But nearly.